In the heart of the New Mexico desert, nestled between mountains and mesas, lies the town of Truth or Consequences, a place where the scorching sun beats down on the dusty streets and the wind whispers tales of the old. Wild West, it's a town where life moves at the pace of a slow train, and the biggest decision one might face is choosing between truth or consequences, hence the town's name. But this sleepy town was about to become infamous for a chilling secret buried beneath the sand. A secret that would emerge to haunt its residents and send shivers down the spines of those who dared to uncover it. In the spring of 1999, the tranquility of Truth or Consequences was shattered. A local woman named Glenda Ann was reported missing by her worried family. She had vanished without a trace, leaving behind a void of unanswered questions and mounting fears. The townspeople, normally a tight-knit community, were shaken. This wasn't like Glenda to just disappear. Something was wrong. They all knew it, and the sense of unease began to spread like a wildfire in the dry landscape. As the days turned into weeks with no sign of Glenda, the police grew increasingly concerned. Was this a case of foul play, or had she simply run away? The lack of answers only fueled the flames of worry in the hearts of the townspeople. They started questioning everyone who had been in town that fateful spring, hoping to find some clue, some piece of the puzzle that could lead them to Glenda. And then there was David Parker Ray, a drifter who had come to Truth or Consequences looking for work. He was a man shrouded in mystery, a drifter who seemed to have materialized out of thin air and had been seen talking to Glenda a few days before she vanished. Could he be connected to her disappearance? The police thought it was worth investigating, but Ray had already vanished, leaving behind nothing but whispers and speculation. The investigation hit a wall, and the small town was left grappling with their fears and suspicions. What had happened to Glenda? Was she still out there somewhere, or had something terrible befallen her? As the years went by, the memory of Glenda faded into the backdrop of the town's history. A sad chapter that everyone tried to forget. But little did they know that the truth was waiting in the shadows, ready to emerge and shatter their reality. In 2001, almost 2 years since Glenda's disappearance, a construction worker stumbled upon a horrifying discovery while working on a site near the town. He found human bones and quickly alerted the authorities. Could this be the missing Glenda? The police were called in, and what they found was indeed the skeletal remains of Glenda and several other women. With this grim discovery, the investigation was thrust back into the spotlight. The police began digging deeper into the case, determined to find out what had happened to these women and bring their killer to justice. As the investigation progressed, the focus once again fell on David Parker Ray, the drifter, who had been seen with Glenda and had conveniently disappeared after her vanishing act. But where was he now? And did he have any connection to the other women whose remains were found? The police tracked him down to a remote cabin in the desert, a desolate place as haunting as the crime itself. When they searched the cabin, they found more disturbing evidence linking Ray to the crimes, including photos of some of his alleged victims. The walls of that cabin became a silent witness to the horrors that had unfolded within its confines, holding secrets that were best left buried in the desert sands. It was as if a dark cloud had descended upon the town, suffocating the air with dread and despair. The realization that such evil could lurk in their midst sent shockwaves through the community. David Parker Ray was arrested and charged with the heinous crimes. His chilling confession revealed a horrifying motive, a twisted desire for power and control over his victims. The small town was left reeling, struggling to comprehend the darkness that had been living among them all along. The case became known as the Desert Serial Killer Case, or the Toy Box Killer Case, a grim reminder of the evil that can sometimes hide in the most unsuspecting places. After his arrest, David Parker Ray was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, ensuring that he would spend his remaining days locked away, tormented by the weight of his crimes. And so the horrifying secret that had lain dormant in the desert was finally brought to light. The town of Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, would forever be marked by this dark chapter in its history. The story serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the most evil things can be hidden in the most ordinary of places,